Okay, so I don't know what time it was, but it was still dark outside, and I had slept for quite a while, and it was really starry, and I just all of a sudden had to. I was just like, just like threw the covers back and had to just like walk into the living room and back into my bedroom and lay down. Just whatever. However, it happens. And I felt called to my bedroom window before I laid back down, and lo and behold, there was a ship. It looked like a star. Barely could see any, like a really dim star. Same area out to the right, where I usually see the white oval ship. They're all over the sky. But for the most part, the kind of where their area is as far as where I saw the one that materialized and dematerialized. There's this ridge and this area that's I say right, but yeah, it's north. So I usually spot them northwest. That would be west, and then yeah, so northwest. And so it just started. It was still because I was just looking at the stars, and then it started moving. No sound or anything, and then it. But like I said, it was so dim that I was like, oh, okay. So it's like the perfect timing and everything. So I don't know if that was like they were summoning me to the window or what was happening, but it's just that happens sometimes. You wake up at what I didn't look at my computer. I turn it off at night and everything. But actually, last night, no, I was watching my Tibetan movie. So I did have it on next to me. Maybe they were talking to me through the computer. Just kidding. Or not, I don't know. But no, just, it was funny that they're out there again. It felt Syrian because the way it glides pretty slow, but at a good steady pace, and the shape of it, and just, certain ones, they behave a certain way or whatever. They're all really smooth though, but because it was nighttime, all I could see was a really like dim light coming from it. So, but I felt like it was a Syrian one because it was in the same area of the sky, and it just seemed like the same kind of shape. So we're gonna do Falcon medicine. See what comes up here. I know it's on shamanic, no, maybe not. No, they gotta have shamanic, they gotta have Falcon on shamanic journeys. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. My arrows are not working. Oh, this makes it like, or just the left and right arrow. Up and down one works, which is, yeah. Those are not the ones you need for this. Okay. So let's just go directly to shamanicjourney.com and look up Falcon. I just had it open to the Google search to remind me to look up Falcon. Okay, let me type in Falcon on shamanicjourney.com. Shamanic Journey, all one word, .com. Okay, it says Kestrel. Oh, Estral. Esther L. God. Here we go. We have the Stellar's Jay. There was a blue jay. I don't know, maybe trying to get at your girl. The Stellar's Jay, there were two out there, and then I saw the blue jay like fly away. I'm like, yeah, you better get out of there, you squawky, harassing little. No, I love blue jays, but I mean, they're just your basic bottom. Just kidding, bird. But the Stellar's Jay, they're like, no, this is hard. Those jaybirds, man, they're like, they used to harass my dog and steal its food and like make my, you know, suck my dog's energy all day. So it was just funny. They chased it out of the tree. Both of the male and the female both were like squawking at it. But one sounded like kind of like a pretty mating call. So I was like, are they mating or something? Then I saw that blue jay fly out. I'm like, oh yeah, Don't you be trying to hijack the bird booty. Okay. So this is Ina Woolcott at shamanicjourney.com. I love what she writes, always so. I always go there first to see if she has the animal that I'm looking for. So Kestrel, power animal, symbol of speed and grace. Gifts include accuracy of movement, speed and grace, mental concentration, acting at the correct moment, patience, precise action. Kestrel are the smallest member of the falcon family, and like all birds of prey, they are strongly connected to the accuracy of movement. Their most prominent feature are speed and grace. So I'm not sure if what I saw was a Kestrel, but I typed in falcon and Kestrel came up, so because she might be maybe from another country or something, and so they go by different, common names or whatever. So Kestrel's gifts include accuracy of movement, speed and grace, mental concentration. Okay, we already read that. Kestrels are the smallest member of the falcon family, and like all birds of prey, they are strongly connected to the accuracy of movement. Their most prominent feature are speed and grace in hunting. They perch high above their prey, and when the time is right, they swoop down, hover in the air, and attack. Yeah, that's what they seem like they're doing to you when they come over your head to say hi, because they're like, rah! The way they, I don't know, it sounds like a, that's a vulture, I think. But anyway, it sounds like that bird from the, what's that movie? It's like a, like a Santa Claus is coming to town, the baby New Year or something like that. It's like that bird, rah, rah! And it's kind of, it's like really screechy and screamy, like it's coming to get you or something. But it, they swirl around right over my head, swoop down and do that, and then they go back over. Well, they did that twice. I'm sure it's the same birds. Okay, amongst most birds, hovering is uncommon. This represents the natural skill to use flight to the maximum advantage. In Kestrel people, this advantage shows through the strengthening of one's intuitive agility. Ooh. Being agile and nimbly and bimbly with the intuition. I like it. Me likey. Kestrel people frequently have the urge to sit or be placed in a position with expansive views. Oh, yes. They have a strong desire to spend time alone and need to feel a sense of independency. I would just say independence, to keep a relationship healthy. Yeah. Suited well to any, sisterhood. Suited well to any kind of work that entails planning, they also make great diplomats and strategists. Yes, strategic. Yes, I have a militant mind. I like a military meal. I'm a military man. I like a military meal. I don't like my food to touch. Okay. Kestrel shows how to discover one's personal rhythm and act accordingly. Your true essence, your rhythm. Yeah. Me like you that too. As one's personal energy field is increased and broader vision is developed, one learns when to act and when not to. The power of the Kestrel is patience. Ah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Concentration and precise action. Action. Sometimes my A's come out like that. I don't know why. Maybe I used to live in, I don't know, past life I was from one of the Dakotas. I don't know. Opportunities are recognized and acted upon at exactly the correct moment. We can learn from this. If Kestrel flies into your life, or almost scalps you, it may be asking you to stimulate your mental powers and move speedily and smoothly into the future that you desire. Go with the flow. I was just gonna say that! Oh my god! Because go smoothly into the future. So I was like, oh, I go with the flow. And then it says go with the flow right after that. Go with the flow, paying attention to the movement of every situation and be responsible for your actions. That's right. Oceanic, you are your actions. You are not separate from your actions. Your influence through your actions upon the world is who you are. And others see you as such as well. This is oceanic. And this is what we are. It's all this water that is contained in the earth, on the earth, under, above. It's all the same water from the beginning. And it contains memory. And we all share this same water. This is how one person, one whatever does something, it affects everything, everyone. Everything is everything. This is oceanic. Okay. And that was, what did they call it? Kestrel. Okay, but, so Falcon. And I'm just going to look up one more. I'm going to go to sun signs because that's a good, and grace. Hello. Oh, and speed has the double E. Ha. Ha. Let's see. Sun signs. .com. I think it's sunset, or is it .org? Here, I'll just do this. Oh, here it is. Okay, so let's search for Falcon. Because they have a lot of good like keywords on sunsigns.org. Okay, here we go. It's a little bit slow. I got some tabs open. I should close off a couple things here. So the falcon is an austere creature that dominates the sky. It is feared by others and commands attention through its use of strength, agility, and precision when hunting. Like other birds, it speaks to us of a higher, more perceptive vision, using more than just our immediate visual surroundings to solve problems. Yeah, and interesting because I was like thinking about that oppositional conditioning last night, how everything is turned into this debate, oppositional conditioning, to get two sides opposing each other when the left and right is supposed to work together. The left and right hand wash each other, you know. The left hand washes the right and the right hand washes the left, and together they wash the face or something like that, right? So it's like a Italian. I was with someone for 9 years who was half Italian, half Russian, and his Italian family was straight up. His dad could speak fluent Italian. Big family. I mean, they were named like Luigi and Giuseppe and Guido and all that. And straight up, Nona was from, I forget the town where she was from. But anyway, So, his dad and all his uncles, and his aunt also, she passed, but they all could speak fluent Italian, so, and they knew all the, like, all the lingo, all the sayings and stuff, right? So, and together they washed the face. So solve problems. Yeah, it's not two things opposing each other. It's two left and right working together. Two wings, two lungs, two horses with the chariot, okay, going in the same direction, line upon line, precept upon precept to make steps, okay, the rise, the rise and the, what's it called? Y'all stair makers, you know what I'm talking about. But the rise, that's the masculine, and then the feminine is the step part that you step on the land, on the earth, okay, and he's the ether, the rise, the up and down, the movement of the foot, okay, but the foot actually touching on the ground, the level part, the actual step part, okay, the rise is him and she's the step, okay, and together it makes a staircase, and we ascend working together, okay, you go up one, rest the foot, and then okay, but one foot has to go first, okay, you can't, we're not bunny hopping, we're walking one foot at a time, so the right foot goes first, the right leads the way, right foot, right brain, feminine energy, okay? Even if you have a penis, that's right, folks. So, solve problems, solution-oriented sessions, it's all this oppositional conditioning to get you thinking that it's two sides to everything when it's not black and white, it's black, white, black, white, black, white, and yes, I started with black first because that's what we start with. The light is contained within the womb, the darkness comes out of mother, the cosmic belly, cosmic womb. So, solution-oriented sessions is what I call it. I have coined that. Trademarked, registered. Solution-oriented sessions. Now, this is what we need to get to instead of the back and forth, the debate, the oppositional conditioning. We've all been indoctrinated, brainwashed, and conditioned, okay? Oppositional conditioning. We've been conditioned to be this way. So we need to reprogram, deprogram, and reprogram. Okay? It's like this matrix, it's like it's a cult. Okay? It's a cult to get you to be some other way other than your true self and allow you to think for yourself. And yeah. So we're throwing away the stories of the blah, 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 blah. Now, can we, because it's the same repetitive hamster wheel, can we get onto a solution-oriented session, have a sit-down, have a powwow, get to a solution, get some movement, right? Going with the flow, movement, okay? And if you think of it, solve the problem, solution, water. Just like any kind of, when you're baking, I was thinking, I was looking at the bars that I made I was eating them, and I was thinking, eggs, binder, oh, it's kind of like, yeah, alchemy, yeah, and the binding and the eggs, and I'm thinking, yeah, or else you just have a dry, powdery, you can't, I mean, what makes something like a thing, brings it to life? It's the water. Because I'm thinking the egg binds it, but what is the egg? It's mostly water. Even the yolk, it's mostly water. So this is what activates. This is what connects us all. This is what brings life. This is what cleans things and purifies it, unifies it. Okay, the water, the memory, the waters. Solution, solvent, solution, water, liquid. Go with the flow. Okay. Okay. I just saw the oppositional thing or whatever it was that got me off. I was like, yeah, because we need to get more into that and stop, yeah, solve problems instead of having even the good, glorious stories. We need to shed the stories. Have a solution-oriented session, powwow, sit down with ourselves and our team and God, connect to the earth, and figure out how to strip down and do that. Okay, so where did we go here? So the Falcon animal is concerned with the grand scheme and asks us to take it into consideration. when we are working our way through issues. Let me take a sip of my coffee here. My mouth's getting dry. As a solar spiritual entity, it emulates success through rising above a problem, taking the high road, and demanding respect. At its core, though, the powerful Falcon reflects vision, wisdom, and guardianship. Yeah, I feel like I've been being watched over lately and protected and guarded. And just confirmation, family ships around, and we got, and all the birds, you know, and coming to me in dreams too, and my 3D, in my waking dream and my sleeping dream. My waking magic and my sleeping magic. Excuse me. Okay, so it emulates at its core, though, guardianship, superiority, light, focus, intensity, and ambition are also major themes of the fierce Falcon. Fierce, fiery. Yeah. Like many other creatures, the falcon was a highly revered animal symbol in several ancient cultures. In Egypt, it symbolized the rising sun and was considered the king of all birds. Yeah, this is my #1 totem. I have a couple other ones, but falcon was the first one that came to me. And it was at a very... we'll say needed time, because I don't align with stories anymore. So at that point, my avatar, yeah, was very necessary and needed for those birds to come to her. So, right? Because we're speaking from our falcon, our higher perspective right now. That's why we just went into that. So in Egypt, it symbolized the rising sun and was considered the king of all birds. Many Egyptian gods were also shown with a falcon head or body in place of their own. Yes, Horus. Oh, I was going to say Thoth. No, that was the ibis. Thoth wore the ibis head, or the monkey with the butt, a baboon. Yeah. Which they called something else, but so the associated traits with falcon: vision, perception, focus, determination, ambition, vision, wisdom, precaution, patience. So the falcon animal totem comes diving into your life to tell you to be vigilant. Yeah, I have been, like, leaving candles burning all night, very safely and everything. They beseech us to strategize through our environment. There is undoubtedly something in your life that you are passionate about, something that makes you tick. The falcon asks you to take action within this aspect of your life. Be smart and provisional, as the falcon is, thinking deeply and researching thoroughly before making an all-out jump into the dark. In order to make your passions into realities that you can experience regularly, you must pursue them methodically and without blinking an eye, in the same way that the falcon hunts its prey. And I wish I could read this in the same way. The falcon meaning implores us. Oh, I love that word. Implores us to use good planning and strategy to seize opportunities for big positive changes in our lives that are close at hand. We must remain... Hand has been coming into the hands. Because I was thinking Han Solo, just the stuff about the body being our instrument and the tools, you know, our feet, our legs is our transportation, and our hands are our tools. Our body is our instrument. We don't need anything else. Oh, and also, like, protection. Okay, gloves, shoes. We don't need that either. We have calloused, thick pads on our hands and feet for a reason. And they develop and get thicker the more they're used. So, okay, so where do we go here? Started to see the opportunity, we must remain focused. We must remain focused. Yeah, because I said hand, close at hand, okay. We must remain focused, be proactive, and have quick reactions if we want results, and cannot sit around idly waiting for things to magically change. No, you make the magic. With the mag eye, with maga eye, with the eye of mother, the womb, you create. Falcon symbols remind us that we each have the necessary tools and knowledge for success. We need only use them. Yep. Utilize. Hold on, I gotta plug in. Please don't go off. Please don't shut down on me. Oh, of course we have to have a knot. Oops. Did we get it? Did we get it in time? Okay, so if the falcon bird is suitable as your animal totem, you will be an independent person who requires a lot of alone time to be happy. Amen. Yes, yes, and yes. Triple yes, a trinity of yes. With a sharp and agile mind, you know how to sift through problems effectively and are always a few steps ahead of everyone else. I just like to be prepared. I don't care about being ahead of it. It just naturally happens. The more alone you are, the more you go within, the more in tune you are with God, source, creator, the earth. So it just naturally happens. You'll be in the small select group of these people. This is how I get my news. So see, it's not just it's not like isolating and being away from people. No, you just don't have those close connections where you feel obligated to regularly go do stuff with people or contact, text, say hi. Oh, I haven't talked to you for a couple weeks. I feels like, well, maybe I should. No, I don't subscribe to any of that. So I have plenty of interaction. I gave my neighbors some treat bars, and so I talk to people wherever I go. I'll be outside doing yard work. I'll, be friendly, say hi to people passing by, have little chit chats. They're walking their dog, this, that, whatever. Yeah, it allows me to be free. I like having my own home to myself and doing things the way I want to do it according to my divine guidance and not anybody interfering. And that's all up to me and my boundaries and how I choose to set up my life. So I like it. I like the way my life's set up. God, we wrote a good story. Now we can shed it all. Requires a lot of alone time to be happy with the sharp, and you know how to sift through the few steps. Patience is also one of your key attributes, and you exercise it to get the most out of each and every opportunity that comes your way. Your sense of timing is impeccable, just like the falcon, allowing you to recognize exactly when to strike in order to reap the greatest benefits to yourself. Greatest benefit to yourself. I don't like the way that was written, but anyway, when the falcon symbol soars into your dreaming subconscious, it is reminding you to stay focused on your terminal goals and aspirations. Do not let your sharp wit fade. Exercise it daily. Alternatively, dreams of falcons can also symbolize your personal freedom to make your own choices. Yes, I love it. And it, like, I don't know if any of you guys resonate who are watching this, but if anyone watches this, but when I was a kid, my biggest prayer was just like, or the thing that I focused on the most was like, I just can't wait till I'm 18. I just cannot wait till I'm 18 so I can, even if my life sucks, at least I'm choosing, like, instead of all these, especially when you're in foster care, you have a counselor, and then you have a TLC worker, and then you got your foster mom, and then she got divorced and remarried, so now you got a foster dad and step foster dad, and that's, you know what I mean, just 2 minutes, and then you got your teachers, and then you got the principal, and you just, oh my God, no wonder these kids want to kill themselves. They have a million freaking people who can't even, you know, and these people are just like, okay, and they're trying to tell these poor kids what to do who are still idealistic and have some hope, you know. Oh man, I'm thinking about school now, like detention because you were late to class or something, or just they have the right to keep you after school when you have a job to go to. It's like, I remember having a conversation with, I'm like, look, because I lived in a town, I'm going to go off on a little tangent here. I lived in a town where they have a high school now in Windsor, but we had to go to Healdsburg, the next town over. Okay, so I'd take the bus or get a ride with friends, whatever. You know, if your class is like, you have one class that's way on this side of campus, and then it's PE, and you got to go change, and then get all the way, go to your locker, go all the way to the, whatever. They make it ridiculous, but that's what, it's all just control mechanisms is what it is. Everything is a control mechanism. They should just have the textbooks in the classrooms for the kids to use so they don't have to carry them all around. That's another burden they do, just to burden you, okay? They want you to carry around this heavy cross. Oh, burden, God, carry this cross for, who? Who am I carrying it for? The government? Who, you know? I just remember having so many tardies, I guess. I was like, had to go do detention. I'm like, nah, I'm like, no, what if I don't do it? She's like, well, I can, what did she say? And she's like, I'm sorry, and I'm not judging anyone, but I'm just saying, like, she's overweight, unhealthy. I think she was like chain smoker, really overweight, and, you know, just very unpleasant looking, didn't care about the way she dressed, anything. I'm just saying, it's not a judgment, but these are the people, they're, okay, it's all about ready to flip. I'm like, well, I can suspend you then. I'm like, do whatever you need to do then. He's like, I got a job after school. I have tennis practice. I have, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're an Earth Angel up in here. What are you? Some SS officer or some, right? That bloodline. Okay, I'm just saying. It's all mixed up. It's just to what degree. Or if God, you know, it's all up to God, the creator. Okay, if he put his spirit in you or not. If you have God's spirit or not, that it is what it is, or it's not what it's not. Yeah, so just this control. This is why this is so big for me, being a free spirit and having a Sag rising and Venus and Neptune. It's like, I want my dreams to be free. I want my love to be free. I want my spirit to be free. Don't stand in the way of my freedom, because you're gonna get stampeded. Free dome, get it? Free, double E, dome. That means your head and where you roam. As angels, they just rhymed that shit. So, there's a plane. There were a lot yesterday. Oh, all kinds of chemtrails too, man. Yeah, I'm busting out big time rash around the wrists and. So, yeah, because I was outside doing yard work and this and that, so it got real flared up. But whatever, it is what it is. Stay strong against adversaries and choose the path that you know to be best. If the falcon dives and catches its prey in your dream, it serves as an omen to you that great abundance will come from your decision making. Trust in your pristine, developed instincts and call upon the falcon spirit guide during both times of wake and slumber. Waking dream, sleeping dream. If we allow it to, it can journey sharply through our minds and provide us with the profound spiritual messages that we seek. Or message, you know. It's all layered in there. Was that it? Okay. So, if you want to look more into Falcon, that's a really good, as far as like, you know, its connection with Egypt and all that. If you want to delve deeper into that, it's a really interesting bird. That's a great power animal totem to have. That's my number one. That's the first bird that came to me. My number one is the ancient giant red dragonfly. But as far as in my, we'll just say, as far as on the real literal, Falcon is number one. And then the Stella is J. I'd say gray heron too, because that came to me in 3D reality and then in the sleeping dream. And so I would say those three, and in that order: Falcon, Stellar's J, and gray heron. As far as the birds. And crow is just, anyone who's a shaman, just crow is just, that's the gatekeeper, master key holder. Yeah, so. All right. It's like Jesus, but in bird form, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I can click all this off. I love you all. Peace be upon you all. There's Falcon medicine. That was a long one, but it was very important to me. I would do more. I'd just read every good one out here, but I don't want to make it too long. I want to make it kind of digestible. I would have liked to make it a little bit shorter, but there was a little bit of storytelling tangents I had to go on, and Falcon's my number one, so it has a very, well, number one spot on the totem for me. So, all right, love, peace, blessings.